Whoa, oh shoot. Hola, como estás? Or something. I don't know. So today, right, I was like, what should I make a video on? You know, just thinking. And and what came into my head was furry ass. And you're probably thinking, why the fuck are you thinking of that? So, I forgot, I think it's just called Just Be Confident or something like that. Like, I found this song on my own, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. You know, I found it without the furry ass cover, because there's two covers. There's one with, like, fat, furry ass, and the toe pads are out and shit. But I found the one where it's, like, not that. I only learned about it after. But I was sitting there, I'm listening to this song, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then, like, the moment I listen to the song, and, like, because sometimes YouTube Shorts, it just, like, auto-sends me to it, sometimes when I open the app, so it's kind of annoying. And I've been getting the songs, like, these little animation, like, you know, those little, like, meme animation trend shit. I'm not, I stay away from that, because, like, some of them are kind of cringy to me, and I feel like if I were to ever do it, I would be different. But pretty much, I was just getting a bunch of those, and I'm like, it's stuck in my head because it's like, every day, what is a human being gotta be like? Shit like that, right? And that got me thinking, right? Like, what does it mean to actually be a human? And I thought about it for a bit, like before I started recording, right? I just had coffee. Give me a sec. My lips taste so good. Alright, but pretty much, right? I was thinking about it, and I'm like, what does it mean to actually be human? Because, like, obviously sometimes media, it's like, what does it mean to be a human? Or what does it mean to be, like, sentient, like robot shit and stuff like that, right? And that's how it usually comes up, the conversation. I was thinking about it, I'm like, what does it actually mean to be human? I heard some people say, you know, and like some stuff say like, you know, it's having love and like compassion, or just love and like friendliness towards your other human being, right? And I'm like, that makes sense, right? I mean, we should all be nice to each other, but some people are just dickheads, dude. And then, you know, you get to the whole thing where it's like, should I really care how people think of me? Because, like, obviously I don't hate everyone. I can. It's physically impossible to just hate everyone in the world. Even so, if people say, like, oh, I hate humans, or something like that, you know, it's impossible to hate everyone, because some people just don't deserve it. Some people are just people. So that got me thinking. I'm like, what does it really mean to be human? And so I sat and pondered, and I'm like, well, I don't know. Am I the right person to talk about this? Because, I mean, I've been all over the place. Like, the way I've been, I was kind of a dickhead as a kid, a little bit. But it was also like, I got fed up because some people would push me around a lot. And I grew up in, like, the ghetto, so I've been there for, like, all of my childhood. I don't know what's going on with the camera. But pretty much I sat there and think, I'm like, well, you know, I've gone through so many stages of my life, and I've been up and down, and then mentally unwell, and kind of a dickhead, and like all these things, right? I'd say right now I'm the best I am. I'm pretty nice. I can say that. People think I'm nice. Am I sometimes blunt? Sometimes. Do I sometimes, you know, be a little rude or act weird? Yeah, because I'm human, right? So I was thinking, I'm like, wait, maybe to be human is to be not perfect, you know? Because, I mean, if everyone was perfect, then, I mean, there wouldn't be war, There wouldn't be fighting. You know, people would have families. Everyone would get what they want. But life isn't like that. Some people are just naturally rude. Some people don't want to have families. And some people just hate you just 'cause, right? And that's life. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. There will be no internal peace because everyone's different. And even if we get to that some point of humanity where everyone is perfect, are we really? Because what do we do at that point? We don't strive to push forward humanity. We just stay stagnant. So I think to be human is to be unperfect, you know, to be weird, to be a little mean, to be loving and caring and, you know, self-conscious and stuff like that. I feel like I can say, I like most people. I mean, I like most people. I mean, sometimes I don't like you, but that doesn't mean I hate you. I just have no opinion on you, right? I'm not naturally rude. I try my best to be really kind. I'm really nervous in person. But like I push myself so hard that it's like it kind of goes away after a while. When talking to like new people, or like when I'm around people that I know, it's like, oh, you know, I shouldn't be nervous, you know. So I think to be human is to be unperfect, you know, to be kind of like a loser, you know, like I guess kind of like me. I'm not saying I'm the best example because everyone's different and everyone, you know, has different goals in life and thinks a different way, and politics and gender and media and, you know, all that bullshit, right? And I mean, I'm not calling it bullshit like, oh, I don't like it. It's more like we're so different that I don't know. It's just like we're just so different. And I feel like you know, as a human being on Earth, that we should just strive to be our best. You know, kind of be losers. Like have all these dreams. You know, constantly wanting to push forward with yourself. And maybe sometimes we can't achieve those dreams, but that's why we go little by little. And if we never achieve those dreams, then that just means we're human. I mean, reality hurts. Not everyone is going to be rich and famous or be well known. I know I won't, right? I know at some point YouTube as a whole thing will shut down and all these videos will be gone and I'll be dead and I can't post anymore, you know? I'll be dead. And you know, sometimes I sit there and I think, I'm like, sometimes like when I record this stuff, I'm like, I hope I can help people. And it seems like I have, but you know, I don't know. There's so many thoughts going through my head. It's like, I guess everyone's their own human in a way. Like there's no wrong way to be a human. I mean, yeah, people would say you're doing this wrong or doing that wrong, or you're really mean, or you know, you're too kind, or you're too forgiving and stuff like that. But I don't know. I mean, sometimes you have to be mean. A bug just hit like the window frame, or like the mesh frame. I don't know. Sometimes you have to be mean, you know. Sometimes people just don't listen to you, and you have to like let your voice out, right? Put something out there. But I don't know. You know, and then money gets involved. And some people who are like really kind are like kind of dickheads because it's like money, you know, it controls a lot of people. But does that make them less of a human? I don't think so, because wanting something, you know, as a human, I guess that makes you a human, right? Everyone wants something. Sometimes people need stuff. Sometimes people don't need stuff, right? There's a lot of ways this conversation can go. It could be going like really bad or really good. But the thing is, there's no right way to answer how to be a human, right? I guess it's just be yourself. You know, be imperfect. Be be a loser. I don't know. Have goals in life, dreams. You know, stuff you want to do. I don't know. I just wish, you know, that I wouldn't have to worry about being hungry or money. You know, my girlfriend was like, you know, you could do this if you give me infinite money. And I thought about it for a second, like after the call and everything, and I had a dream or something where I had infinite money, but I wasn't happy. I mean, it would be nice to have infinite money, but what would I do with it? I know obviously I would give it to people in need, charities, stuff like that, but some of those charities just take it for themselves. And I have too much money now. I could pay off national debt, but wouldn't people just use me at that point? Or will I be overcome with greed? But why would I? I have everything. Everything that money can buy, at least. I just wish that I wouldn't have to worry about money, or food, or I think just money and food. I want to be happy with the people I've been with, you know? I've been a human with. You know, I'm hearing people laugh outside, and I wish I could do that more often. You know, laugh with a group of friends. Like outside in person, you know. But I don't think that means I'm less of a human because I don't go out too much or, you know, don't see my friends too much, because I can't. A lot of money is needed in this world. I could probably ace every test, but that doesn't mean I'll get a job. I mean, I'm never guaranteed something, you know. I just wish I could get a job. You know, feeling like this, you know, sad and just awful feeling. I guess that makes me human, right? Knowing that I can be sad, and I can be happy and angry and anxious and nervous and all of these things, you know? I just wish I could fly, you know? But life isn't like that. You know, not everyone's nice, and that's okay. You know, some people grow up in bad ways, and you can't change that mindset, even if they know they're doing the wrong. And then you're probably thinking, if they know they're doing the wrong, then why are they still doing it? I don't know. I like to think of it, they're too deep in, right? Because once you start forgiving people, it's like, well, what's left? People are always going to remember me for this, but if I start doing good things, does that mean people will forgive me? I've never been in that situation. I'm no politician or super cool dude. I'm just a person on the internet, you know, that you watch. I don't know why you watch me. A lot of you people, a lot of you guys say, I'm really chill or comfortable to watch, or you give off good vibes or something like that, right? But like, how? What makes me cool? I remember as a kid I always wanted to be called cool, you know, because media portrays cool people as like these super cool people that, you know, save the day or everyone looks up to, but no one looks up to me. I don't think I've ever met a person who's looked up to me. Not that I can remember, at least. I look up to a lot of people. I just wish I could do a lot, you know? I wish right now I could have $5,000 right here, right? And that would be all I need. I just want a computer, a couple boxes of blank t-shirts so I can start making shirts, a lot of ink, and I wish I could get more pants. I only have 2 pairs of pants. I have these sweatpants I'm wearing now, which is like what I wear indoors, and then I have those gray ones. I have jeans, but I'm not going back to jeans, and I don't think they fit me anymore because since I don't really eat, I've lost so much weight. So, but I want more pants. Pants would be nice. I want food. You know, I want to not worry about food. And I bet there's a lot of people out there that don't want to worry about food or money or where to sleep. And I bet some people are watching this and they're like, well, you should be grateful that you have a place indoors and that you got to have electricity and a phone and a camera and the clothes on your back. And obviously I'm grateful, you know. Some people can't say it, but I know I'm grateful for the stuff I have and, you know, the stuff who, like the people who care about me and stuff. I just wish I could have a little more. And I think, you know, humans are like that. Oh, I thought the camera stopped. I thought the camera stopped recording. But I think that's what it means to be human, you know, to not be perfect and to always want something more. You know, a lot of people say, you know, like, oh, I could have this and I don't need anything else, right? In my life, I could die happy. But then a month goes by and sometimes you see those same people where it's like, I need this, you know, like, I just want a job, not really have to worry about money, some new pants. I would really like some new pants. Food, don't have to worry about food, and a nice home in the future. Yeah. You know, obviously the stuff I said earlier, so like shirts and ink and a computer. I really want a computer. Like I don't even care. Like I don't mind a laptop. Just give me a good laptop, you know, and I'll be all right. You know, I want to do stuff, but money holds me back. And I've obviously done things without the need of money, but once you really sit down and think about it, it's like without any of this stuff, like without any money, how would I have started? You know, without the internet or the phone or stuff like that, or like simple little things. And obviously you can be like, well, ancient and cavemen drew on walls, but I don't have that mindset. And it's not like I can look it up if I don't have a phone. I mean, obviously I could go to a library, but if I smell like shit because I don't have running water or clothes, then would I even be allowed in? It's crazy. Money's everywhere. And sometimes I feel like we forget about that. Everyone needs money in some way. Even if you're like those really cool, peaceful dudes that are like, I don't let money affect me, dude. You know? You kind of can't be like that, because everything runs on money. And it's kind of sad. It really sucks. Because in a way, I really want a lot of money. But then I think about it, I'm like, that kind of makes me an asshole, right? But then it's also like, a lot of people would say the same. But also some people would be like, I just need a girlfriend or my boyfriend and I'll be A-okay. But then, wouldn't you guys just like, die pretty fast? I mean, I know some people are okay with that, but like, yeah. I just wish human beings were nicer. You know? And not everyone can be like that, so I can't blame them, right? I just wish I don't know. I wish the world was a little happier, you know? But it's not like that. And I know that, obviously. And it'll never be like that, because that's just how the world is, you know? I'm not the best person. I'm not this saint, you know? I think that's all I have to say. I feel like crying. But I don't really know why. I guess that makes me human, right? I don't have all the answers to everything. Well, that's it. Bye. I love you.